possible. Obviously, they need him on the floor to win games. They need him on the floor to prove that he can stay healthy, which has been a problem of his entire career.
Sure.
But when I'm Anthony Davis, too, I'm looking at this team. I'm like, we are 14th in the conference. This season is damn
Look
near.
at him without
Also,
him.
what's the benefit of coming back
Why come back to this?
rushed or early anyways? What is the benefit? The season is already in shambles. At the least, come back and be healthy for yourself. Whether you get traded or whether you're back on the floor with the Mavs, you want to give yourself the best opportunity to be yourself. You know what I mean? So if I'm Anthony Davis, I'm taking 14 days. I want to make sure my thing is right, and I'm gonna buy some time and let y'all figure this thing out.
Is it too early to say they're one game out of the play-in? Like, is the season really a wash?
Not yet.
Anthony Davis is out there. Let's say a week. Kyrie Irving's coming back as
We
well.
did this last year.
I'm just saying.
We 100%
I'm not-
sure Kyrie Irving
and-
coming back.
I'm not ready to throw the towel in on the whole season, but I just think for them to kind of make changes, obviously they're going to need Kyrie Irving. They're going to need to keep developing Cooper Flagg. Lively's been missing games. Klay Thompson's going to get better. I've never seen him shoot this
Chandler.
poorly. I'm just saying, I'm not ready just to write the whole season off because the
Stop
start.
with the optimism.
I'm not.
Well, mathematically,
I know you
yeah, of course.
listen, I know you got homies over there.
I'm not. It's not even because that. I'm just. I
Why
can't.
don't you go work there?
They should.
It's over.
They
What
should.
would you do?
It's over.
Make.
talk
You know
about
what? I would.
Yeah.
I would not have traded Luka Doncic.
Okay, well, you already did that, so now what?
That's dead.
I would make. Huh?
That ship has sailed. What else?
I don't know who else would do that, and I would do exactly what I'm hearing the reports. I would shop Anthony Davis. I would try and recoup picks. I would try and build around the existing talent I have, the PJ Washington, the Cooper Flagg, and I would bank on Kyrie Irving, which is
Let me
tough.
ask you a question.
Coming off
Yeah,
that
I
injury,
don't
let
care
me
if
ask
you're
you.
right.
Let me ask you a question. If you can put your name in a hat and say the Clippers, the Memphis Grizzlies, or the Dallas Mavericks are gonna come in with that last 10 spot, who are you picking?
Oh, dang.
Not the Grizzlies.
I know who you picking.
50-50.
So,
By the Clippers.
but you just try to. Okay,
By the
good. I'm
Clippers.
glad you. Way to be
Really?
a real one. Because
But also, I think the Clippers and the Mavs are both better than the Jazz, the Blazers, and the Suns. Like I think there's a lot. We're getting way ahead of ourselves, but I think there's a lot of
no,
wiggle
we're
room.
not. No, we're not.
Because when this team peaks and they run off 15 of 20,
When?
they're
where?
gonna be right there.
When will they do that?
Next month.
Okay. Well, the genie in the bottle that you have.
I'm just saying, it's a horrific start, and there's been so much drama and so much negativity
I love
around this
it.
franchise. It can only go up from here.
That's not
No, it
true,
can't.
and that is
You think
not
they see, but they won last
get worse.
night.
That's
It
not
can
how
get
life
worse.
works, dude. There's still a down.
Nope, I'm not ready to write this team off. Too much talent.
No one-
Trade
first of
Anthony
all,
Davis
I'm not writing them
in 2 weeks. This gets worse.
Or
Unless
Temporarily, I think it gets
Okay,
worse.
let's do this because we keep saying trade Anthony Davis. It's such an easy sentence to blurb out, but then you're like, well, where's he going and what are you getting back? So let's play a little potential trade time. And we're gonna start with the tattoo on his arm, Chicago. Why would the Bulls do this trade?
Well, that's all. I'm thinking Mavs.
Because here you got Vucevic and Okoro.
Okay, you bring in.
Why would I do
Well,
that?
because I think they peaked. I think the Bulls are the opposite. I think they peaked 10 games in the season.
You
I
see
think
it?
the Mavs have.
These are the same. This is the same lump of talent that you've seen what they've done in the East. What do you think is going to happen in the West, my brother? Like that is a tall task to ask these same guys that'll let the wheels fall off. In the East, and Vooch is my brother, by the way. But the proof is in the pudding. This is not a great Knicks. Now, if he can get a fresh start and do something great in Dallas, then so be it. But we know that the West is nothing to be played with. And it's a tall task to ask these guys to come in with all of this stuff and ask them to turn around your franchise.
Give me a Vooch and Kobe White,
So,
Kevin Herter, and some
you're
picks.
saying
I'm
give
agreeing with
Kobe
you.
White?
I'm just saying, give me 2 starters and some picks that kind of
think
start
the gold,
building around
the gold
with
is in the
DJ
picks.
and Cooper.
The goal is in the
gotta
picks.
recoup some
this
picks.
This is a great
crazy?
draft class of young guys. The gold is in the picks. Other than that, I think with these veteran guys, I don't think they move the needle for the Dallas Mavericks.
Are we being, and again, I don't know if it's the race. Are we
Anthony
being,
Davis too high?
yeah, are we being a little too
No,
optimistic
because when
about?
he is on the floor, which is a big if,
That's a
a big
huge
if.
win.
he is so good and he is so dominant. But it's just, again, that's always the question. When there's certain players that you have to always worry about how much are they going to play. He's one of them. The Joel Embiid, the Zion. He's not to that extreme, but you always have to factor in him missing a big
lot.
chunk of the season, and that does go in. I understand if you're Chicago Bulls and you're nowhere near a contender, but you do have kind of a buzz around you right now. You found something in Josh Giddey. You kind of built this core. You could bring in Anthony Davis right now. It's a big name, make a splash. Again, he's from there. I think we would see the
That
best
would be
version
cool.
of him. I just think on paper, it could work.
Okay, all right. That's,
Who else?
Listen, I'm agreeing.
I hate it.
I like him going to Chicago for all the sentimental reasons. I don't know basketball-wise. if this changes anything for either team.
Are we
But I
going
do
to the-
like this trade.
Okay.
I do like the trade.
Yeah, like what? Are we still gonna hold him as like, oh, he'd be the best going back
For what?
to Derrick Rose if that he ended up in a Chicago Bulls uniform? Is that the best player since?
Again, what version are we gonna get of him?
The version he is now. That comes with all of the ifs.
I think
You got to go with what you see, Chandler, not what you've seen. Oh, it's a bar.
that's deep. That's deep. I see it. I see it both. I think this could work out both ways. I really do. Now there's a couple other teams.
Thank you for not understanding how television works. I appreciate you doing.
Well, I felt like you were about to go to a
No,
different segment.
I go to another one. Here we
Yeah.
go. Let's go to Golden State. The Warriors.
Rusty, I took last week off.
I know, I'm a little out of it.
Still don't feel great.
This one I find interesting specifically because of what the Warriors, because of the Kuminga of it all, and he just seems to always be in flux there. So the idea would be, and then, by the way, Boogie put this out there, and the internet seemed to have loved the idea of him going there, with maybe both sides winning. You get Kuminga, you get some fresh start for him in Dallas with Cooper Flag. What do we make of that one, Lou?
I like this one as well. I like this one as well, especially for Dallas. Especially for Dallas. As many young pieces as you can possibly get right now. Get rid of all of the old. Let's start fresh. Let's start new. With the exception of Kyrie Irving. You know, obviously, Kyrie is going to be your point guard of the future, but even still, he's 35, 36 years old. I hope I'm not aging him. I think he's in that range. So you still have an opportunity to have a veteran leadership at that point guard position. You bring in a Kuminga, you add him with a Cooper Flag and some other young pieces. I really like this a lot for Dallas. And I like it for the Warriors as well. They've shown the more talent that they can have, the more they're going to make a splash in the West. And obviously, you put him with Steph Curry and Draymond. I think if you put anybody with those two guys, including Jimmy Butler, you give yourself an opportunity to win a lot of basketball.
Wait, did we hella age him?
He's 33, right?
He's 32.
Did I? 32?
Yeah, he'll be 33 in March.
I put a lot on him, but
It
you
felt
know,
like he-
coming
yeah, I
off
was with you.
coming off an Achilles and being 32 years old, I think he takes care of himself enough where he still plays a lot of good basketball. So you have another 3 to 4 year window where you can get some good basketball out of Kyrie Irving, pair that with some young guys. I think you make some waves. So my bad for making him so up.
It's all right.
You know,
It's not your fault.
I like this for the Warriors because they're pretty much already all in, right? And it's kind of not enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're a good team. They're going to win some games. They have Steph Curry. They have Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green. So if you can keep that core together, and you can get off Kuminga, who I don't think is long-term there anyways, just because of all the different things that
all
he's
the
been
time.
through. And you have a pause that you can throw in. Will Richard's been the rookie from Florida who's been super surprising. They have some pieces that I think are attractive to other teams, but this team's already older. This team is already built right now to win, and what they have constructed I don't think is enough. So, yeah, I like adding Anthony Davis to this core, maximize the end of the Steph Curry era, and try and go all in. And Mike Dunleavy has shown that he's willing to do that with the whole Jimmy Butler situation. He's willing to do that with just giving Kuminga the 2-year deal, kind of a little trial here, but I think it's an attractive piece for Kuminga and Cooper Flag to have a dynamic wing kind of grow together in Dallas. So I don't hate this one either.
And you know what else on the Wizards on the Warriors side? A lot of those three guys, from Draymond to Steph to Jimmy, they're durable guys. So even if you bring over a AD and he goes out with another injury or something like that, your ship is still stuck.
And they'd be
Feels
really
like
good defensively.
Just feels like a bunch of like fifth-year seniors.